Hello, tubers. Robert 28, 1979. Guys, it's been the second take of this video since the other camera crapped and crashed on me, which is a Canon Power Shot. So I'm gonna do this off the tablet here. Hey, like a cigarette butt. Yeah. Anyway, this video, guys, I haven't put up one in a long time. Been busy and been really debating whether I want to keep doing the YouTube videos. And now with YouTube saying if you don't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 view hours, you can't monetize your videos anymore and all this other crap, and yet they're still monetizing your videos and running ads on them. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this video up anyway because I want to. The video's over this. Sandra, or some call them rail buggies or whatever. Anyway, I got this thing, guys. I traded for it. It's probably been about a month ago, with that. I traded that Land Pride side by side I had, and yeah, you know, it's gonna be shaking the thing. I gotta get this off. Magnetic, just hard to hold this thing without shaking. There we go. Anyway, I traded my side-by-side for this, and when I got this front end was not on it. The front end that came with it was been cut off because it was welded on, and it's junk. I got it outside. The only difference, the main difference is this is a bus front end, and the one I had was for a car. The other one had 4-bolt pattern where this has 5. And the shock tower came over at an angle instead of being straight up and down. That and the other one did not have that stabilizer rod that runs along the front of it. I said, I already cut this, because the front end was on another buggy I bought. And I cut it off, cut the brackets off, welded those on, and bolted this on like it should be. Gearbox goes off the other front end. That one there actually has a bunch of play in it. This one does not. There's no bolt in it right now. And as a matter of fact, I'll even show you all this. It's not even tight right now. I just got it sitting on there trying to figure out where I want to place it. Because I want to take that front right there, cut all that crap out. It's just 2 half-inch rods welded across with angle iron and everything to mount this. There's actually a tube that runs under the buggy right along in there somewhere. This hole here was actually welded in from here to here. I cut it out because it was way too tall. You only had a small spot for a window area. The steering wheel was way the heck up here right in the middle of the view. This hole is still too low. It actually interferes through my view when I'm sitting in here. So I'll discuss into that in a minute. But I want to put this pole in down here and then come off the center of it with some cross bracing to the frame rails to add stability to the frame from side to side. I want to cut this rebar off of here, clean this up, and then put a pipe back across it and make it look cleaner. When I got this thing, these seats were not bolted in, they were just sitting in here. They had actually been bolted to the subfloor, which was laying on the ground, and it was only held on by TK screws. I believe there was about 12 of them. Was all that held that up. And the seats were bolted today. You see the holes. Not very smart if you're going to do any kind of jump or anything like that with this thing, or any kind of roughness. Or unless you weigh 50 pounds. Anyway, you can see where I put the bar in, where I put my mounting tabs up here for the bearing block. The pedals, that's another hole. Let's see, I've worked on this thing for a few days already. I put in a little bit of time here and there. So I'm going to go into depth detail. The box right there was not on here. It was just laying on the floor. Those plugs were not in it. That was not in it. The faceplate was there. Did not have ignition. Did not have the light. Only had one toggle switch. I put the other one in, put all that stuff in. That will be my generator light, or alternator light, because the thing has an alternator, not a generator. It's been upgraded. The gas pedal had the Volkswagen piece that came out with the hold the pedal. Was not here. They had that pedal, which I'm assuming came off a goat cart at some point. It would actually fall all the way to the floor or go all the way back. You see right where I tip my finger, that little kickoff, I welded that up. That is all weld. There is no pieces welded to it. It's all built up weld and then ground down to give it a stop to stop it from coming all the way back down to the floor. The brake pedals here, the rods there, the master cylinder is not here. It's actually on the back of it. It was seized up, rusted up. The whole reservoir is busted off. No big deal. The clutch, when I got it, this all in here that's around this eyelet here was actually attached up there where that hook comes up for the clutch. I assembled all this and put it together because this clutch cable ran all the way back to the clutch rod and was held on by another loop with a bolt in it. I did not like that. That is not very good, and I want plenty of adjustment. That is not there for adjustment. That is just there for to take up space. Because after I did what I did, the cable was way too short, and I'll eventually change that out and do something totally different with my own made-up ice system, other than just an adjustment rod like that, to make it secure and be done. This C-channel bracket here, I cut it. You can see where it's shiny. I cut it, rounded it off because it came up to a big point, and there was a lot of interference in this area for your foot to try to hit the throttle. So I did all that. Took all the pedals off, took them apart, lubed everything up, got them to really move real nice and easy there. The brake was kind of stiff in there, didn't want to move. Now, the brake line I'm going to reroute, go up under the buggy, up under the floor, and then come up with keepers and everything else along the bottom to keep it safe. I took the shifter doghouse off. That's what I'm calling it, is a doghouse. It was actually just screwed in with L brackets wherever they could stick it, and it actually set way back here. I actually took the splash I had on it, took it off, made a longer one, and redid that. So I put the shifter forward about 4 inches from where it used to sit, so that you're not hitting your legs so dang much. And then I welded these brackets on so I could screw it to the floor for now, which it will be eventually be done with bolts and nuts to hold it and everything else. Ran new strips across the bottom to mount the seats on, which you can see right here. They're welded in all the way here on both sides, in the center, and on the other side, and then bolted the seats to the strap. A lot safer, a lot better. Coming further back, it came with a battery, which is a good battery. And I'll see if I can get up in here. You can see where I've replaced the shift cage here, new bushings, everything. You can see where I extended that. They had a piece that just slipped over the end of the shaft here and that in and bolted through 2 bolts. You know, it was actually the leg off of a chair is what they used. It was real thin and cheap, and I did that. Now let me get up in here kind of. There you can see what I did with the clutch cable. It's kind of oddly weird. But I'll tell you what I did. I took a bolt, cut the head off, found an eye bolt, cut the eye bolt off, and welded it together, along with the bevel nut, washer, and a lock nut. And that is my main adjustment on my clutch. Now when I got this thing, it did not run through this tube. It ran through that bracket, but no tube. And it ran through another small little tube that you see right there at the very front. Well, here's it hurting my back. What I did is I took that piece off of another tube that was actually the fuel line, throttle cable ran through, cut it off, flared the ends, stuck to that bracket, flared the ends, and then bent it. They ran the clutch cable through there, come through the small one, which was actually for the clutch in the front, mounted that there to get it over here, and then as it comes over, it goes through another tube under here. That was actually what the throttle cable ran through. Well, that gets it all through here and kicks it straight out to the front without any binding issues. Runs real smooth, slides smooth. The throttle cable. I had a couple smaller diameter hydraulic hoses that were used for nothing. They were brand new, crimped ends, never been used on anything. I actually put a piece of angle iron across here, drilled a hole, mounted it into here with a nut on the back side, ran my throttle cable through that so it's completely sheathed and protected all the way up to under the doghouse. And you see the cables laying right here. I haven't hooked it up yet. I'm in the process of figuring out if I want to put a console from the doghouse up to my ignition box to put my oil pressure gauge, oil temperature gauge, and the voltage gauge. I'm running those 3 gauges. I was told by a couple of VW people to run a oil temperature gauge because even though these motors are air cooled, it's the oil temperatures that get high that will end up killing the motor. And you see there's a master cylinder, by the way. So, with that being said, I've got all that done. The starter, when I got it, the start wire was not there and the tab was busted off. I actually manufactured a new tab, I guess you can say, and soldered it on and hooked it up for now. The starter works fine. It had a different electric fuel pump on here, didn't know what kind it was, and it was overpowering the carburetor and filled the whole crankcase full of gas. I changed the oil, fixed that. That one is actually a 1 to 3 psi pump. Does have the oil filter relocation bracket on it, the oil cooler, which I'll probably take that off here, mount up whenever I get the fuel tank set up I want. Get that mounted, electric fans, the whole 9 yards on that. Rebuilt the carburetor, opened it up, it looked like it had water sitting in it for years. Cleaned all that up, went through everything, got it all done. Reset the timings, the timing was off a little bit, got all that set. And I've actually got this motor where it starts and runs. And it runs good. And that was one of the main reasons why I traded. The guy said it did run. But, how you like that ass in? You got a fat ass on her. Oh, I said it's got the alternator upgrade. That's not a generator, it's an alternator. Does leak oil, typical for Volkswagen from what I understand. Eventually at some point I'll pull the motor out, tear it down, and go through it. It's supposedly, I don't know what the hell it is. I know the numbers on the block says it's a 1500cc motor. I don't think it's been built. The Volkswagen people around say it's probably been built. You take the valve covers off, which they've got the upgrade kit or adapter, whatever you want to call it, with the bolt-on valve covers versus the clip. And it's still got the original factory rocker setup, which means it's got the pins and the wavy washers. Anybody else who's normally done any kind of build on a Volkswagen normally always changes that over to spacers and blocks and all the other good fun stuff that comes along with that. This was not. I don't know. Very responsive when you hit the throttle though. It does respond well. This rear cage here, as y'all guys can see, I'll get squared with it. It's not square. That bottom pipe sticks out more this side. It's not level there. On the back, and then when it sits off the back, it actually sits, show you this way. Instead of being square, it sits cockeyed this way. And it's just kind of funny. And the other issue I don't like about it, watch out, I'm about to trip over the seat here. If you look in that frame, that block sticks lower than that cage. If you're weeding, you don't have to worry about it, you're going to hit the back side of this cage here. But if you go off-road anywhere with any kind of rocky terrain, and you come off a rock and you smash that case, you're done. So I'm going to build something else. I don't know if I'm going to utilize the cage that's there, or just build something totally different. First, come off this cage here and build loops underneath and come back up to help protect that case. So this video is getting pretty long. It's shaky and everything else, but let's move it. These bars have been welded in. I've heard by whoever did this part. Big, huge, gaudy welds. Looks like a damn pigeon or a hawk or something laid in here and just shit all over it. They are shitty looking welds. This one here is not even welded on the bottom, just across the top. I'm going to have to do a good sanding on this thing and repaint it. It was originally yellow, then it was painted purple, and then somebody painted it red, and whoever painted it red painted over everything. They painted the seats, they painted over all the stickers that were on the side of the frames here, and up on the front up there. There's stickers still left under here I gotta take off. It's painted over everything, you know, overspray all over the damn motor, everything. Right there in a hurry to paint it, to hide it, or to get it done before you can get out and play with it. I don't freaking know. We've added those square plates in for the 5-point harness. I'm not running 5-point harnesses. There's no sense in that crap because I'm not going to do the stupid shit that everybody else does. Pardon my French, but this is going to be for me, the wife, and one of the kids. Just go out and enjoy it. Just play around a little bit. Kind of losing train of thought here a minute. But anyway, yeah. This seat belt here is a spare seat belt I got when I got the CJ5G. That's a Jeep seat belt. The one on the passenger side is a center seat belt out of a 1980s Chevrolet pickup. That's all you need in these are lap belts. Unless you're going to do the big hill climbs, off-road crap. Oh, get hog wild, jump sand dunes and all kind of other crap. That's all you need. As long as you keep yourself in a respectful area of situations. How do you like to have been that one? You don't need nothing more than lap belts. As long as you don't put yourself in a predicament where you're going to flip this thing, roll this thing, or go balls to the wall and totally destroy the damn thing, a lap belt should be sufficient enough. Okay. Now the other, this goes kind of back with what I was talking about the front end of the 4-bolt versus the 5-bolt front end, is my rears are only 4-bolt. I have these, which are Super Swamper boggers, and I have two more, another set of rear tires that are the same as the front, the skinny small tires. They came on it when I got it, the skinny small tires. So I've got a set of 4 skinnies, these 2 and the other 2. These tires are trashed, they're dry rotted and cracked out and busted along the sidewalls. These boggers. And these are 33-14-15. I can't even put my finger between the torsion bar and the tire. So I don't know if I'm going to run these or go with a smaller tire. Oh, a whole bunch to cover over there. I've got a lot planned for this thing. I want to, like I said, I'm thinking about cutting these off here. Because at some point, somebody's already cut those, heated up these bars here, bent these down, and stretch up the front for one of the rate. And there's somebody calling me from California. Don't know anybody in California, so I don't know. Anyway, when they did that, they compromised it in a situation where I'm sitting in the seat. That bar right there is right in my line of sight. I mean, it's about dead even with my eyeballs. So I want to think about cutting these off and straightening these bars back up a little bit and bending these back where they were at, because they were mounting either right here, so something's been cut off here on both sides, or something's been cut off right there. Either one of those two mounting areas is where I'm going to pull this back. Preferably here, because I don't think it'll make it far enough back and have enough rod to go through the block, the bearing block there. And then I'm going to take, which is odd, but I'm going to take plexiglass, go from this bar here, along this top, bend over and come down that front, and attach it at the front, and have a plexiglass clear windshield and top. A lot of people say put metal on top, but I don't want metal on the clear plexiglass. Like I said, I'm not going to get crazy, ape crap wild with this thing. And then I get all the build work done. I said put this pile in, bracing up here. When I get all this done, I'll take the front end back off, cleaned up, take that off, put the pipe in, paint the front end. Then we come in, sand this whole frame. See what I can do by getting the paint off the damn seats. But clean the whole frame up, sand it down, and repaint this whole thing. I'm going to take the motor, pull the fan house off, get all that cleaned up, all the tins, clean them up, repaint them, clean up the cooling fins on the heads and everything else, on the jugs and all that stuff. Get it cleaned up, ready, repaint everything, get nice and pretty and ready to go. Now, I am a long ways away from that. I've also thought about taking these spring-assisted shocks, not coilovers, and mounting them on the back, which means I'd have to cut off that mounting tab and then come off the frame here with bracketry down to mount to. I'm not real positive I'm wanting to do that yet. But like I said, I've got a whole lot coming. A whole lot of things I want to do on this. I want to do a video of my wiring, getting it laid in. I'm not going to do an in-depth detail, long video of that. This one's already getting pretty long as it is. But I got to figure out how I'm going to run all my wiring. I'm the kind of person, I like it clean. I'd rather run all my wiring up through the tubes of the cage, in and out and everything else, but unfortunately you can't do that unless you pre-think all that when you build the framing. I'm sure that was not done. So I got to figure out how I want to run all my wiring. My thought was, like I said, build that little console that comes up with all my gauges. I can run my wiring through here, through the tunnel here, the doghouse, I'm calling it, up the console and into my ignition box. Now the other thing that's going to be odd on here is I do not plan on running a fuse block on this thing. I know it's wise and smart to do that, but initially I'm not going to. Eventually I will, yes. Initially, no. Just because I'm trying to do this with as low of a budget as possible to get this done, so I can try to enjoy it a little bit, and then go back in and finesse what I want to finesse and tweak what I want to tweak, and go from there. I want to get this thing to where it's operational, runnable, get it out, do what I got to do, test everything, see how I like it, and go from there. Plain and simple. I am going to mount 2 KC lights on that bar up here. If I do not adjust this, I'll mount them there. If I adjust this, I'm still going to mount them back here. And then I'm going to mount 2 more where this bar comes down to, whether it's back here or here. I'm going to mount 2 more KC lights where those mount down at the frame for the front. I thought about putting them on the front, but I don't like that look. Now, still need to put a little bull bar here, regardless, bumper. And if I do that, I might put 2 of the KC lights here and then 2 up on the top. And then I'm going to put tail lights on the back, just run lights, that's it. I'm not going to put turn signals on this thing, a horn, and all the other good fun jazz, because in the state of Texas, you are not allowed to register these damn buggies anymore, or the kit cars. There's a big mess of shit that went on. Texas views these as off-road vehicles only, and will no longer allow you to do the stuff you got to do in order to make them street legal. So, let's see, hey, fine with me, I don't care. I don't plan on driving this damn thing on the road anyway. In my opinion, that would be a very uncomfortable ride going 65, 70 mile an hour down the highway with these big ass boggers bouncing you all over the damn place and we jackass wanting to run you off the damn road. So, also don't use only. Anyway, this video is at 25 minutes, so I think I'm fixing to stop this video for now. And then I'll pick up some more videos of different stuff. I'm going to try to get more videos made here and there. Get put up. Like I said, I don't get monetization anymore. It never was. I never started my YouTube anyway on the basis of making money. If I'm going to do that, I'll start a fucking Patreon account, which I've thought about that too. Not because I want the money or I need the money, but I want to do like some other YouTubers are doing. Do a Patreon account, set up some other small videos or do different videos just for the Patreon thing, and use the money that comes off that to fund projects for videos for Patreon. And in essence, I will end up putting those on YouTube too as well, just not as in depth or as soon as the Patreon stuff. I've debated on this Patreon. I've been against Patreon for a very long time on this thing, and people are just trying to make money off everybody else. Again, I realize as I'm doing this, like, cameras, they're not cheap. I'm using old cameras, I'm using tablets, I'm using what I got. Kind of like with this buggy. Use what you have in what you can get access to. 90% of everything I'm going to do on this buggy is going to be used stuff that I have laying around or fab or whatever, you know, to make it work. Not going out and buying all parts off a shelf. I can't do that. No, that's the fuel tank for this thing. Okay, I do not like it. I do not want that. That right there is probably not ever going to go on this buggy. For one main reason, there is no filler neck and there's no way to freaking plug off the fuel inlet on this thing. So I'll show y'all here. You get a hole. That's it. So, and it's only 5 gallons. So if I'm going to go out and run this thing and play with it, I'd rather have a 10-gallon brushed aluminum tank or something other than something of 5 gallons. So I don't want to go out and just play for a couple hours. I want to go out, ride around, you know, for a while. Maybe an all-day thing, you know, or a weekend thing or something. So, because the Jeep is only going to be a highway pavement pounding princess. Sorry. If I get another Jeep, I don't know. But then again, I'm kind of on the border with the Jeep. I found quite a few things, which I haven't done a video on this, but I found a few things about the Jeep that's unsettling. I say it's unsettling. I'll go into that later. But this is meant for off-road, and I'm gonna do this video, end it. I'm gonna do another video over something else, and I'll upload those. So the next video you'll see is probably gonna be more or less over the schoolie I've got. I'll throw it in here on this video a little bit. It is for sale or trade. I've already got some people interested in it, and I might be trading it for a couple other things because I have more videos coming up of that stuff. And I'm gonna do videos, guys, just so y'all know now. Videos are only gonna be in my spare time. My business and family take precedence over videos, and I have not done that in the past, but that is the way it's gonna be from here out. So if you see a video and it's 5 months before I put up another one, sorry. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Now, like if I did the Patreon thing like I was talking about, I may do on the premise job videos for what I do for a living. Maybe that's kind of hit or miss. and be kind of more of like a daily vlog kind of thing in a way. I don't know. That's still in the air, debateful. I really don't know about that. So, you see what I'm talking about, guys? I'm so torn right now of what to do with everything. It's just, I was even thinking here a few days ago, turn all my videos to private and shutting down my YouTube account. The way YouTube has gone about everything here lately is it worth doing any more videos? But anyway, comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all guys think. Leave in the comments if y'all want to see more videos from me. If y'all don't care, whatever, good, bad, whatever, throw a comment on it. Let me know. So, I'm ending this one, and we'll see y'all guys in another one. Until then, y'all have a good one.